Good morning, everyone. Good morning, boys and girls of St. John's Malone Sunday School. And as you join us for this short all-age address, maybe some of you who are younger and some of you who are older, older parishioners as well, will be watching this video. And you're all very welcome here as we talk today about rainbows. And the passages in the Bible that I will be referring to come from the book Genesis and involve the 7th, 8th and 9th chapters of the book Genesis, which tells the story of Noah and the great flood and how God saved Noah in a great ark, a great boat, in which he put Noah and his family and lots of the animals from the earth who went in pairs, 2 by 2. But I want to speak to you this morning about bows. This morning I need you all to help me understand a verse of scripture, and it's from the 9th chapter of Genesis, verse 13. When God said to Noah, "I have set my bow in the clouds," what kind of bow did God mean? Was it the kind of bow you shoot arrows with? Perhaps not. Was it the kind of bow some folks wear in their hair, like this one here? A lovely bow to tie up your hair, to keep it out of your eyes. Or was it a different kind of bow? I wonder, was it something like the bow that you tie in your trainers? Perhaps not. There's a little bow there. Well, what kind of bow did God set in the clouds? Yes, it was a rainbow. So what did God set, or why did he set a rainbow in the clouds? I'll give you a hint. It was after 40 days and nights of rain. Can you imagine that? To let Noah know that the rain had stopped. That's why he put the bow in the clouds. And yes, and to let Noah know that never again God would destroy everything on the earth with a flood. The rainbow was the sign of an agreement between God and all creation, a sign that said, "I will remember my agreement with you whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds because I love you." It was a message from God. Now, a few days ago it rained, and that was unusual because we've had the last few weeks of lovely sunshine, though the wind has been a little bit cold at times. But there was one day when it was cloudy and there was rain, and the sun never came out. I didn't see the sun, perhaps late on in the evening. But the sun never came out that day. The sun was cloudy all day, and before the sun came up until after the sun went down. Does that give you a hint about why there are no rainbows on a day like that? Because there was no sun. That's right. Right, because there was no sun. We have to have sunlight in order to have rainbows. Do any of you know what clouds are made of? I hear some of you are probably saying rain. Well, yes, I agree. Clouds are made up of little drops of water, and when the sunlight shines through them, what do we get? We get a rainbow, because the light is refracted through the water, and we get lots and lots of different colours. Now, I remember from my days in school being taught the different types of light on the spectrum of light. It was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, ultraviolet. Perhaps there was one more, I can't remember. But that's right, God made the rainbows because he was able to shine light through the little droplets of water in the clouds, and that's how we get rainbows. So if we have to have sunlight and drops of water to make rainbows, and God made the sun and the rain, I guess it must be God who made the rainbows, just as we read in the verse from Genesis. Now, once again, what is the rainbow a sign of? It's a sign of God's agreement with Noah, is it not? Yes, but it's not just with Noah. It's a sign of God's agreement, or as it was called, a covenant, with every living creature on the earth. It's a sign God made to remind us all that never again would God destroy everything with a flood. It is one of the many ways that God has of saying, "I made you and I love you. I have not forgotten about you. I am with you always, even to the end of the age." And that's a comforting message for all of us at this time. It's a message of hope, and a message of love that I hope you'll bear in mind during this difficult period of lockdown until things return to normal once again. Thank you very much for listening. I'm hoping that at the end of this little talk, we'll be able to have some pictures of all the wonderful rainbows that have been sent in by those little rays of sunshine in our Sunday school. Thank you very much.